Conservation efforts for rare and endangered wildlife play a crucial role in preserving biodiversity and protecting vulnerable species from extinction. These efforts involve a range of strategies and actions aimed at addressing the various threats faced by rare and endangered animals. Here are some examples of conservation efforts in action. 1. Protected areas. Establishing protected areas such as national parks, wildlife reserves, and sanctuaries is a fundamental conservation strategy. These areas provide a safe and undisturbed habitat for rare and endangered wildlife, enabling them to breed, feed, and live without human interference. 2. Habitat restoration. Restoring and rehabilitating degraded habitats is essential for the survival of endangered species. Efforts may include reforestation, wetland restoration, and removing invasive species that compete with native wildlife for resources. 3. Captive breeding and reintroduction programs. Many conservation organizations run captive breeding programs for endangered species. These programs involve breeding animals in controlled environments and then reintroducing them into the wild to boost their populations. This approach has been successful for species such as the California condor and the black-footed ferret. 4. Anti-poaching measures. Poaching is a major threat to many rare and endangered species. Conservation efforts involve implementing anti-poaching measures such as increased surveillance, ranger patrols, and the use of technology like drones and camera traps to monitor and protect wildlife. 5. Public awareness and education. Raising public awareness about the importance of wildlife conservation is crucial for garnering support and promoting sustainable practices. Education programs, community outreach initiatives, and media campaigns help people understand the value of rare and endangered species and the need to protect their habitats. 6. International cooperation and legislation. International cooperation plays a significant role in protecting rare and endangered wildlife. Conservation organizations, governments, and international treaties work together to enforce regulations, combat illegal wildlife trade, and ensure the conservation of species that migrate across borders. 7. Research and monitoring. Continuous research and monitoring are essential for understanding rare and endangered species biology, behavior, and population trends. Scientists collect data on their habitats, breeding patterns, and threats to inform conservation strategies and adaptive management approaches. 8. Sustainable development and livelihoods. Integrating conservation efforts with sustainable development practices helps reduce human-wildlife conflicts and provides local communities with alternative livelihood options. This approach promotes the coexistence of communities and rare wildlife, fostering long-term conservation. These are just a few examples of the conservation efforts in action for rare and endangered wildlife. It's important to note that successful conservation requires a multifaceted approach, involving collaboration among governments, conservation organizations, local communities, and individuals to ensure the long-term survival of these species.